And a very good afternoon to you. It is Robbie Kane here reporting for Dublin Live on this beautiful sunny afternoon, and today we are in the East Village Cafe here in Clondalkin with the wonderful actress Kathryn McKiernan, who has just starred in Love's Portrait, a Hallmark movie which premieres this coming September. How are you?
I'm great, thanks for having me. It's such a beautiful day to be outside.
Isn't it fantastic?
Yeah, it absolutely is stunning, isn't it?
Now listen to me, you are a Dublin actress and it's great to do Dublin content on Dublin Live, but tell us a bit about your background for people who are unaware of you.
Yeah, I actually, when I was 19, I landed a whopper job on the Den in RTE.
No.
And yeah, I did that for 5 years, just over 5 years.
So you're a presenter?
I am.
And who were you with? It must have been, was it Ray Darcy?
No, he was just before me. Well, actually, no, there was a few more after Ray because he was me.
So you were the main presenter?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was a dream gig, like absolutely unbelievable to have had that opportunity, and so young as well. So yeah, to meet the likes of Dustin and Sophie, and I mean, it was just mad when I think of it now, you know. So I did that for a good while, like for many years, and a huge variety of programs like I would have presented, had just such cool opportunities to interview amazing people and to travel a bit and just have the crack in studio and on location and stuff, and yeah, it was amazing. So that was, it kind of feels like a lifetime ago though, to be honest.
Who was your favourite person you interviewed being on the Den? Like, there must have been so many, because they used to come in all the time, didn't they?
Yeah, heaps of guests. My favourite was the kids. That's the right answer, isn't it? No, they were honestly some crack, like. But I suppose celebs wise, I shouldn't do this. But Roy Keane, and I loved Roy Keane. He was so lovely. Now he was surrounded by puppies at the time, so that helped. But Miley Cyrus as well was another gem. Yeah, in her Hannah Montana days, of course.
Okay.
So of course all the kids were mad to meet her, and we flew to London and got to interview her and stuff. So had so many cool experiences. No, actually, do you know what the best one was? Santa. I went to Lapland.
You did not?
I did indeed.
What's he like in real life?
He's a magic man.
Yeah.
Like, I was that's the one actually that I was most.
See, there's so many helpers that, you know, stand in for him in Ireland, in Dublin especially, but when you meet the real man himself, that must have been epic.
It was dreamy. It really was. And to be there in his home place, you know? Yeah, we had a competition at the time and we brought some kids over and it was just amazing. I was the biggest kid of all, to be honest. Like, that's why the job suited me, because I'm a child at heart.
You must have asked him something special for Christmas, because you became an actress then. And congratulations. You're with Maureen Ward, the agency.
I am the wonderful Maureen Ward, So I'm with her agency, MVW Talent. But of course she runs an incredible successful stage school as well, and talented kids. So yeah, Maureen, I actually ran away for a couple of years and went travelling and all over the place, and came back last year and just landed this amazing gig through Maureen, thankfully, for the Hallmark movie Love's Portrait. Yeah, so as you said, it's premiering in September 4th on Hallmark. I'm just so chuffed to bits to be part of it. Like, it came out of nowhere and couldn't believe I landed it, to be honest, and it's just exciting now that it's actually going to be released into the world.
Tell us about your character.
Saoirse is my character. It's basically me, to be honest. So she's a sassy little feisty thing, and her brother William, who's played by Richard McWilliams, he and Saoirse run a post office in Kilkenny, in Inistioge in Kilkenny, and we've been there all our lives.
No way.
And
all kicking off in Kilkenny, isn't it?
It was all kicking off in Kilkenny, yeah. Inistioge, such a beautiful place as well. I felt so lucky to be filming there for a couple of weeks, you know, last year. And yeah, we had the story is about Lily, who's a museum curator in the States, played by Aubrey Reynolds, and she finds a painting of herself in her museum in America, and she's wondering how on earth somebody has painted her. So she's sent this way to Ireland, as they like to pronounce it in the film, and she traces it back to the painting was sent from our post office.
Wow.
There is a very strong connection between why that is. I won't reveal all.
Too much yet, because we want to see it. Yes, of course, yeah.
And it's a great adventure. There's lots of it's a wild goose chase essentially, where we're trying to track down where this painting came from, who painted it, and let's just say we have a very strong connection to it. So I won't say any more than that, I think.
Now, of course, it is an American company that's done a movie. What was it like to be on set? Did you get your own trailer? Were you getting limousines picked up and all?
Oh,
what was it like?
fabulous.
Because
I
people are unaware.
No,
it was normal.
It was nothing like that. I'd love to say, I have my own trailer, my own person, makeup artist, wardrobe stylist, and we did have that,
of course,
but it was very low key. And to be honest, that's the way I like it. You kind of muck in with everything, and yet the movie's going to be on Hallmark. Like, it's just amazing what they can do in a short amount of time. With, I think there was about maybe 10, 15 American crew came over for the couple of weeks in Kilkenny, and you do kind of muck in with everything. Of course, it was so lovely to have a makeup artist and a stylist, and like, we had obviously known our script and stuff, so when it came to filming, to be honest, it was a pretty intense experience. It was bam bam bam, like, as it was my first film, like feature film, and my first real dipping my toe into that world. It was a baptism of fire, I can tell you, but great. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. The crew were so lovely, so happy to be in Ireland, and we were equally happy. You know, there was probably about an Irish crew of 5 involved, so that was nice to have like our own crew mixing with the American crew.
A little posse.
Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, so no, but not the glam trailer. I wouldn't want it, of course not. No, I wouldn't want any of it.
Well, this is the start of your acting career.
Yeah,
I mean, you've been on camera, as you said,
you.
in the den, so cameras wouldn't be really an obstacle for you. You know your craft, you know your work, you just go and do it.
Yeah.
So it was an enjoyable experience. Of course, Richard
Really.
McWilliams worked on RTE too. He was in Fair City.
He was indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he was actually great for me to chat to say, how's this work? You know, in a way.
And he knows his stuff. Yeah.
He really does. Yeah. And I know he enjoyed it as much as I did filming. He had actually worked, bizarrely enough, with that production company previously, I know, on another film. So it was really, really cool experience, and nice to be playing opposite Richard, who plays my brother. And we just had great crack. Like, we really did just enjoy the whole experience. Of course, it was hard work, and we had to there was early mornings and late nights and all that stuff, but we both really, really enjoyed the whole experience.
Now, of course, there was meant to be a premiere over in America, but the COVID situation has pulled that back, and it's still kind of quite rampant at the moment, the COVID. But I mean, like, you know, it will be premiered in September on Hallmark. What's the formality? What happens? Tell me.
So obviously great that it was sold to Hallmark and now will be premiered. We're going to have like sort of a Zoom premiere, which will be unusual, but it would have been exactly, why not, even the top half for a Zoom call. And then we unfortunately, like, getting to LA for the in-person premiere would have been absolutely incredible, of course.
Would have been.
But it's still nice that we get to do this Zoom premiere, however that's going to roll, and then it's out there in the world. Like, it will be amazing just for people here to see it as well. Ireland looks stunning in it, I can tell you that, because I've seen the preview of it, and it represents us well. I think anyway, they make us look beautiful, and we are a beautiful country. So
absolutely. And today of all days, I mean, we picked a fantastic day to interview you. With this beautiful surroundings here in Clondalkin, and of course, big shout out to Lucy, who was looking after us as well. It's just amazing to be part of Ireland and to be part of an Irish movie. And of course, the Americans love the Irish thing, don't they? People say it's a bit Irishy, but that's not really the bad effect. It's a good effect too, isn't it?
So I think so. We're still being represented, and I know people get a bit cringed out by the diddly eye bit of Ireland being shown, but in Love's Portrait, for example, like, as I said, it's beautifully shot. I mean, Kilkenny and the surrounding areas looks absolutely stunning. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to make that part of the country look stunning, but they do a wonderful job. And of course, they wanted me to say 33 and potatoes a lot, but I mean, the crew, actually in the script I do say 33 at one point, and they were like, can you push that more? So I know there is a touch of that 33, and we don't even, in my opinion, we don't really say it like that, but anyway,
but they love our accent. The Americans love our accent. accent, and they're not really taking the mic up, but they love to hear us say it.
Yeah.
And then they ask about the leprechauns.
Yes.
Which we haven't seen ourselves, but we know they're there.
Oh, we absolutely do. They're real bios.
Yeah,
We just didn't see any in Kilkenny. They were disappointed, the American crew, obviously. But yeah, they loved Ireland, you know, and we brought them out. If Richard was here, he'd tell you the same. Like, brought them out, you know, to the trad sessions. We were filming at a time where COVID was still quite rampant and restrictions were still in place, but they did manage to get some Irish sessions while they were here, and they loved it, you know. And so it's quite a nice, Love's Portrait is lovely because you've still got that American side of things mixed in with the Irish, and it's fun, like, it's really fun. It's an enjoyable watch, in my opinion, anyway. And we're represented well, I hope and think, yeah.
Okay, so what happens now? It goes out in Hallmark, and what happens with you? Because your career is on the up, obviously, with your acting skills. Can you tell us anything that's happening going forward? Are you up for any castings, auditions, or what has Maureen got in store for you? Because she has a magic wand, hasn't she?
She really does. Thank God somebody does. She's just amazing. Like, as actors will know in Ireland, there is certainly a lot of filming going on here right now. It's
Russell Crowe is here,
and it's all across the country. Like, it's really incredible that so many companies are coming to Ireland to film. Like, there's lots of reasons for that, of course, but I'm constantly doing self-tapes and castings, like auditions essentially, for different things, from like films to commercial work, and everything in between. So I do a lot of like commercials kind of thing, you know, whether it's TV or social media campaigns, that kind of thing. I'll keep trucking away at that. And obviously, like you asked about, like the effect of the Hallmark premiere, who knows? It's a very unknown thing, really. I know, say, of people who've had that opportunity and then been picked up for something else. So I don't know. To be honest though, Robbie, I don't really think of it. I don't. I'm so proud that I'm part of it, but I don't think of what could come of it, because it's such a mad industry.
You're so humble. You really are.
You don't know, don't you?
But you're real about it. Yeah, you're absolutely real about it.
Yeah, because it's such an unknown, and you can get excited about things that come to nothing, and then vice versa. You might not be excited about something, and then it comes to something amazing. So we'll see. Like, I'm so happy to be back home in Ireland and to be working. Like, I feel so lucky to have gotten Love's Portrait and some other lovely bits and pieces, and I'll just keep trucking away, happy to be working and for things to be back, you know, where we're able to get out there again.
Now, you mentioned Love's Portrait, and I cannot wait to see the movie. The director in question, what would you like to work with? What advice did they give you? Did you learn anything from them?
Absolutely, huge amounts. In fact, as it was my first time, as I said, on a film set, and I'd been part of like production teams for film and stuff, so that was helpful. But yeah, John and Brian, the director and writer actually of the script, and then Brian, the producer, they were just amazing. Like, it was such a relaxed environment, and yeah, as I said, it was pretty intense. We were filming quite intense.
They wanted the best out of you, of course,
Yeah, and they really, I think they saw from my self-tape, like, that I was basically Saoirse in lots of ways, so they really wanted me just to play her character as I
would be normally.
Kind of, yeah, like, which was amazing for me, sort of an easy gig, if you like. There wasn't much effort needed, but yeah, they were just so encouraging. I think, like, you know, there were times where you might be tired, or you're not filming things, which I'm sure a lot of people know, like, in order of the script.
It's all around the place.
It's all over the place, yeah. So getting into there would be reminders of where we were at in the story, just so you could then like judge your energy and your mood, and of course all that. Like, they were just, I have to say, just so patient and lovely. And for me, it was a huge learning in terms of how it all works, like how, you know, and I mean, in the entire crew as well, to see what the set designers do and the sound people and the, you know, even to makeup and costume. Like, it was just so cool to see it. And they were so open. I was mad for asking questions, I usually am, like, so annoying, but they never were like, can you stop, you know. They were actually encouraging of it. They loved explaining to me, even down to, you know, the whole like clapper thing, you know, I was like, what's that for now? You know, and all that. Like, I was very
change the numbers on it. The
It's
scenes.
really interesting for me. Of course, the other actors with likely more experience wouldn't be so keen maybe as I was, but I just lapped up the experience. I really did.
Now, of course, you mentioned questions there, and you've done presenting before.
Yeah.
Would that be another, thing you'd be kind of interested in going into again? The fact that you're back home, would if RT asked you to work with them, of course you'd say yes.
I mean, why haven't they? Is what I want to know. Yeah, it is actually something I'd love to explore. This sort of acting side of things is relatively new, because presenting again was just me in front of the camera. I didn't feel like I was putting on a character or anything. So yeah, definitely something I'd love to explore now that I'm back. Before I was always back and running away again. But yeah, I'd love to get back. It's something I really enjoy, and it doesn't feel like too much hardship, if you like. I get a great buzz from it. So on whatever level, there's some form of like performance or some sort of entertainment involved. I'm interested in trying. I'm very open to everything, and I'm a singer as well, so I'm kind of. Yeah, Maureen's great, and I'll be like, can I do a bit of this and a bit of this and a bit of this, I don't like to be boxed in to anything. I don't think anybody does, do they? So, who knows? I'm very open, to
Now, if
everything.
people want to follow you on social media, can they, or do they have to go on to Maureen Ward's,
her website
to find out more?
Yeah, I'm one of those weirdos that's not on social media. What do you think of that?
No, well, that's good, because you escape from it all.
Oh, well, I don't know.
It becomes a bit intense sometimes.
Yeah, so I hear. So one of those weirdos. Sorry, you can't follow me on any social media.
Maureen will look after you.
Oh, Maureen, exactly. MVW Talent. Yeah, she's got all my stuff there, and in terms of work, that's where you can find me, and in terms of personal stuff, you'll know nothing about me.
That's the best way to do it, on fair play. So the premiere is out on the 4th of September on Hallmark Loves Portrait. Kathryn McKiernan, you have been an absolute joy to interview, and tell the rest of the cast. You're so welcome. Tell the rest of the cast we said hello, and then the best luck in your career.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.